everyone, welcome back to the video tutorial series of the wireless communication. I am your instructor Varsha Tak. Let's start our today's lecture. So in this lecture we will study about the mobile radio system around the world. So in this topic we will see the different types of mobile radio system that is available in the world. So we will see which are its name and which are its facilities. Then we will see the wireless communication system definition. So basic definitions about the wireless communication we will see, like base station, mobile station, what is page, etc. So etc. that we will see in this wireless communication system definition. Now let's start with the mobile radio system around the world. Okay, so many standards that is developed about this mobile radio system, and many more are emerged. Okay, so many mobile radio standards have been developed for the wireless system throughout the world, and more standards are likely to be emerged. Okay, so we will see the different table list. The most common paging, cordless cellular and personal communication standards used in North America, Europe and Japan. So we will see the radio systems of the America, Europe and Japan. The world's most common paging standard is the Post Office Code Standard Advisory Group. This is the most common paging standards that is used in the radio system, that is POCSHG, that is Post Office Code Standard Advisory Group. Okay, so this Post Office Code Standard Advisory Group, it was developed by the British Post Office in the year 1970, and this supports the binary frequency shift keying, FSK. Okay, so that frequency shift keying, binary frequency shift keying, in short it is known as FSK, signaling at the 512 bits per second, 1200 bits per second and 2400 bits per second. Now, new paging systems such as FLAX and ERMES provides up to 6400 bits per second transmission by using the 4-level modulation. So different modulation techniques will be used in this radio system and are currently being deployed throughout the world. Okay, so the next is the CT2. Okay, CT2 standard, that is a digital European cordless telephone. Okay, CT2, that is the cordless telephone standards or cordless telecommunication standards developed in the Europe are the two most popular cordless telephone standards throughout the Europe and the Asia. The CT2 system makes the use of the microcells which cover the small distance, usually less than the 100 meter, using the base stations with antennas mounted on the street lights or the sides of the building. Okay, you can see the cordless phone that we were using, okay, in past decades. So that cordless phone is the example of this TCT. The TCT system accommodates the data and voice transmission for office and the business users. The world's first cellular system was implemented by the Nippon Telegraph and Telephone and Telegraph Company in the Japan. It is also known as the Nippon Telephone and Telegraph Company. Okay, the system deployed in 1979. It used the 1600 FM duplex channel. Okay, so what is this duplex channel? Again, that we will see in the definition. Duplex, that means two-way communication. Okay, so duplex channel, 25 kilohertz for each one-way link in the 800 megahertz band. Okay, in Europe, the Nordic mobile telephone system, that is NMT 450, was developed in the 1981 for the 450 megahertz band and used the 25 kilohertz channel. Based on the bandwidth, this channel is divided. Okay, so how this channel is divided, that we will see in the GSM, and we will see how this channel is divided in GSM using this bandwidth. Okay, so whatever the bandwidth available for each and every different types of technology, according to that channel is divided. Okay. Now let's see the mobile radio system in Europe. Okay, so these are the different list of the mobile radio system that are using in the Europe. ETAX, that is Extended Total Access Communication System. NMT, that is Nordic Mobile Telephone System. GSM, Global System for Mobile Communication. ERMES, that is European Radio Messaging System or Enhanced Radio Messaging System. DECT, that is Digital Enhanced Cordless Telecommunication, or we can say Digital European Cordless Telecommunication. Both the name is valid for this DECT. Then CT2, that is Cordless Telephony Standard, and DCS, that Digital Cellular System. Okay, so these are the different mobile radio system that is going to be used in the Europe. So let's see this radio system in detail. What are its characteristics? So first one is the ATAX. So you can see its type is a cellular, and the year of introduction is the 1985, and it is using the multiple access, that is FDMA, that is frequency division multiple access. Okay, and the total band frequency band is 900 megahertz, and the modulation technique is a frequency modulation, and the channel bandwidth is a 25 kilohertz. Next one is the NMT 450 and NMT 900. Both the type is a cellular. They are using the cellular concept. That means the entire area is divided in the different cellular cell, that is of type the hexagonal cell, in which we can reuse the frequency. So most of the radio system are following this cellular concept because we can reuse the frequency at the distance that at the specified distance we can reuse the frequency. That we will see in detail when we will learn about this cellular concept in detail. Okay, so for NMT 400 and 900, the year of introduction is 1981 and 1986, and both of they are using the frequency division multiple access, and the frequency band is different, that is a 450 to 470 and 890 to 960. And they are using the modulation technique, that is a frequency modulation technique, and the channel bandwidth is a 25 megahertz and kilohertz, and the 12 kilohertz. Okay, 12.5 kilohertz. Now next one is the GSM. Okay, in GSM it is a cellular concept, and it is introduced in the 1990, and it is using the frequency modulation. It is using the multiple access, that is a time division multiple access. Okay, and the frequency band, that is 890 to 960 megahertz band. Okay, and it's using the GMSK modulation technique, and the channel bandwidth is 200 kilohertz. So likewise, these techniques are there: C450, ERMES, and CT2, DCT, DCS 1800. So this all the techniques have their own characteristics. Okay. Now next one is the mobile radio system in Japan. Okay, so it is a GTACS. Okay, in last slide we have seen ATAX. So it is here it is known as a GTACS. That is a Japan Total Access Communication System. Then we have the PDC, that is a Personal Digital Cellular System. NTT, that is Nippon Telegraph and Telephone Corporation, or it is known as NTT. Then PHS, the Personal Handy Phone System. Okay, so let's see the characteristics of this. So first is a JTAX. Okay, so again its type is a cellular. Year of introduction is a 1988. Okay, the multiple access, that is FDMA. Okay, and the frequency band, that is 860 to 925 megahertz, and the frequency modulation using, and the channel capacity is a 25 kilohertz. Next one is the PDC. Okay, so it is again using the cellular concept. Year of introduction, that is 1993, and the multiple access, that is a time division multiple access. Okay, and its frequency band is 810 to 1501 megahertz, and it is using DQPSK frequency modulation, and the channel bandwidth is 25 kilohertz. Okay, so likewise each and every system have their own characteristics. Some of have the type that is a cellular, and some of have the type that is a paging, and some of using the frequency division multiple access. Okay, and the different frequency modulation is FSK, that is a frequency shift keying and a frequency modulation. Now let's see the mobile radio system in North America. Okay, so these are the different mobile radio system. AMPS, that is Advanced Mobile Phone Service, and it is accepted in the all Asia. NAMPS, that is a narrow band AMPS. Then USDC, that is a United States Digital Cellular System. Then we have the CDPD, that is a Cellular Digital Packet Data. GSC, that is a Group Sequential Communication. POCSAG, that is a Post Office Code Standardization Advisory Group, and DSA, that is a Digital Selective Calling, and IDN, that is Integrated Digital Enhanced Network. Now here you can see this technology have the different characteristics. AMPS have the cellular concept, okay, and it is introduced in the 1983. It is using the frequency division multiple access. Okay, here you can see the frequency band 824 to 894 megahertz, and its modulation is the frequency modulation, and the channel bandwidth is a 30 megahertz. So likewise, each and every technology have their own characteristics. Okay. Now let's see the another topic, that is wireless communication system definition. Okay, so these are the different terms that we are going to use in the wireless communication. So all of you should aware about this, all the terms. So let's discuss these terms in detail. First one is the base station. Now what is the meaning of base station? To whom we can see it is a base station. Okay, a fixed station in a mobile radio system used for the radio communication with a mobile station. The fixed station which will not move, but it will provide the functionality of transmission and receiving. So that is known as the base station. Base stations are located at the center or on the edge of the coverage region, and they consist of the radio channels and transmitter and receiver antenna mounted on the tower. Okay, so base station is responsible for transmitting and the receiving signal from the coming from the mobile station, as well as it will transfer this signals to another mobile station. In between there are numbers of entities are there, so that we will see in detail when we learn about the GSM architecture. Okay, then next is a control channel. What is control channel? Radio channels used for the transmission of a call setup, call request, call initiation, and other beacon or the control purpose. Okay, so that is known as the control channel, that is used for the initiating the call whenever you are going to just dial a call. So what will happen? One control channel will be allocated to you. Okay, so that call setup, call request, call initiation. So okay, for all this the channel is required, that is known as the control channel. Then what is forward channel? Forward channel, that radio channel used for the transmission of the information from base station to the mobile station. That is known as the forward channel. Okay, so the radio channel used for the transmission of the information from base station to the mobile station, from the fixed station. Okay, from fixed station to the mobile station, that is known as the forward channel. Okay, next one is the full duplex. Okay, full duplex, that means what? The communication system which allow the simultaneous two-way communication system. Okay, so simultaneous two-way communication if provided, then we can say it is a full duplex. Transmission and reception is typically on two different channels. That is FDD or TDD. FDD, that means frequency division duplex, and TDD, that means the time division duplex. Okay, so using this frequency division and time division duplex, we can provide the full duplex channel. Then next one is the half duplex, the communication system which allow the two-way communication by systems using the same radio channel for both transmission and reception. Okay, so at any given time the user can only either transmit or either receive the information. Why? Because only one channel is used for the same purpose. Okay, so at a time only user can transmit, or at a time only user can receive. Now next one is the mobile station. What is mobile station? A mobile station in the cellular radio service intended for a use while in a motion at the unspecified location. There is no any specified location. You have a mobile phone. Do you have the specified locations at this particular time you will access the mobile from this particular location? No, this is not like that. Okay, you have mobile phone, you can move anywhere in the area. Okay, in your home also you can move anywhere at any place. Okay, so that is what the station in a cellular radio service intended for a use while in the motion. Suppose you are moving from your house to your friend's house. Suppose you are moving from your house to any other city. Okay, so that is what you are moving with your mobile. So that means still your mobile have the wireless communication communication. So that means what? Your mobile is communicated with this wireless technology. So that is known as the mobile station. Mobile station may be handheld personal units, that is a portable, okay, or instead or we can say or installed in the vehicles. Okay. Then next one is the mobile switching. Switching center which coordinates the routing of the calls in a large center service area. So mobile switching center is responsible for the call routing. In the cellular radio system, the MSC, that is a mobile switching center. Okay, so it is responsible for call routing. It connects the cellular base station and mobiles to the PSTN, that is public switch telephone network. And MSC, that is mobile switching center, is also called the mobile telephone switching office because it is responsible for switching the call, whether it is from the same network or whether it is for the different network. Okay, so that everything will be managed by this MSC. So that is known as the mobile switching. And next is a handoff. Handoff, that means what? I have given the example that you are moving from your home to your friend's home. Suppose your friend's home is far away, around the 10-kilometer distance. Okay, so and you have continuous call with your friend also. So at that time you are moving from one place to another place. So your base station will be different at every point of time. Okay, so at that time handoff should be necessary. If proper handoff will not be there, then your mobile will be disconnected. Okay, so the process of transferring a mobile station from one channel or base station to the another. The process of transferring the mobile station from one channel to the another channel and from one base station to the another base station. So that is known as the handoff. Then next one is a page. So what is page? A brief message which is broadcast over the entire service area, usually in a simulcast fashion by many base stations at the same time. Okay, so that is known as the page. Then next one is the reverse channel. The radio channel used for a transmission of the information from the mobile to the base station, that is known as the reverse channel. Okay, so radio channel that is used for the transmission of the information from mobile to base station, that is reverse, and from base station to the mobile station, that is forward channel. Now next one is the roamer, a mobile station which operates in a service area other than that from which service has been subscribed. Suppose now you are in the Bombay, but you have purchased your SIM card from the Ahmedabad. So now you are in the Bombay. So you maybe that the roaming charges will be applied to your call connections, etc. Why? Because now your mobile device is a roamer. That's why you are in the different place. Okay, so the mobile station which operates in the service area or other than from which service has been subscribed. So that is what? The roamer. Then simplex system, the communication system which provide only one-way communication, that is simplex system. Subscriber, a user who pays the subscription charges for using the mobile communication system. So he is known as subscriber. Transreceiver, a device capable of simultaneously transmitting and receiving the radio signals. So whatever the device is, it is capable of transmitting and receiving, that is known as the transreceiver. Now next one is the different types of wireless communication system. So which are the different types of wireless communication system? So satellite communication is there, infrared communication is there, then broadcast radio system is there, microwave communications can be there, light wave transmission, Wi-Fi is there. So these are the different types of wireless communication system. This we will see in detail in the next lecture. Okay, so in this video we have learned about the mobile radio system around the world. Okay, we have seen the different types of radio technology that is available in Japan, Europe and America. Okay, and then we have seen the wireless communication system definition. Okay, so what is full duplex, what is half duplex, what is page, what is mobile station, what is base station, that all we have learned in the basic definitions of the wireless communication system. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Remaining interesting topic we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for watching. We will meet in the next lecture with a new topic. Thank you.